Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this latest episode of Fresh Review Friday. So sit back, relax, grab your cigar, maybe a drink, and enjoy. Hey guys, welcome to another Fresh Review Friday. And as has become my way, I realize that enunciation is very important. As has become my way in recent months, really weeks, months, somewhere in that time frame, I have basically decided to pull random cigars out of my humidor to review. Now this has kind of become annoyingly painstaking because I have been very fortunate to have a number of cigars to choose from, and I don't like to just pull random ones like blindly pull things out, and I just have to sift through until one catches my eye. And this week the one that caught my eye is a brand that most of you, if not all of you, will be familiar with, and that brand is Perdomo. I don't believe I have actually reviewed a Perdomo cigar. I've tried 2 or 3 different kinds of Perdomo cigars. The Champagne being one of them, very popular, very tasty cigar. I've had the, what's it? Oh gosh. The Habano Maduro, I believe is what it is. And I had one of their Connecticuts, which I'll admit, that Connecticut in particular I wasn't crazy about. But this one is from their Lot 23 line, and it is a Connecticut, and that's the one that I will be smoking tonight. So we'll just see how this one fares, and considering it's Perdomo, I'd like to think that it will take me to some nice places in this journey, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's cue that music. What's up, guys? You are watching Dad Smoking Cigars, presented to you by StogieLives.com and Casa Cuevas Cigars. From our Casa to yours. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Fresh Review Friday. It is Friday, at least at when this is going to be going live on the channel, and I can only imagine how many of us are going to be kicking back and enjoying some cigars. Friday always seems to bring with it those connotations of relaxation and enjoyment, and I really hope you guys are getting all of that, at least by the time the day ends when most of us are clocking out of work. So whether you've had a crazy week or a pretty chill week, I really hope you guys are getting to kick back and enjoy some good drinks, good cigars. And speaking of good cigars, at least Perdomo makes some pretty good cigars. Like I mentioned before, I have tried a couple of them. There's definitely more that I need to try. This one came in a bundle that was given to me by my dad, and you know what? It's been sitting there. Every single time I pull out the drawer that this one was in, it kind of was calling my name. It kept catching my eye, so I said, you know what? Tonight I am smoking this bad boy. So this is obviously produced at Tabacalera Perdomo in South America, Esteli, Nicaragua to be specific. And this one, as I mentioned, is the Connecticut, because I do believe that the Lot 23 comes in Connecticut, Habano, and Maduro. And this one, the only difference is the wrapper. Like with the other cigars, it has the same filler and binder, which is basically Cuban seed Nicaraguan tobacco. So it's Cuban seed tobacco that is grown in Esteli, Nicaragua. So I guess that technically makes it Nicaraguan. I don't even know how that works, but that's the only difference in Lot 23. The only difference in each cigar is the wrapper. They all come with the same binder and filler, the Cuban seed Nicaraguan tobacco. And so, yeah, other than the wrapper, it's more or less just a puro. So this is an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. And so I'm kind of already picturing how it might taste in terms of like sweetness and what you typically get from a Connecticut, but I need to just actually smoke it to find out. So instead of yammering on and on like I do, I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking. So I think I'm gonna go with the big punch. That may or may not be a mistake. We'll just have to see. Slowly punch. Oh, kind of lifted it nicely just right out of there. Wow. I love my Lotus tabletop lighter. This thing is fantastic. Ooh. Very sweet. A little bit of bitterness on the tip of the tongue and the dry draw. dried fruit, kind of raisiny flavor. Definitely some sweetness in there. So let's see, what do we see? You ever had someone who took an annoyingly long time to just toast their cigar? Bet you know someone right now who's done that or is doing that. Very toasty flavors. Again, slight bit of bitterness on the tip of the tongue, which is a little surprising. Now, I'm going to be fair here because when I was doing the cold draw, I felt like there was like kind of the middle of my palate wasn't picking up a lot when normally it has pretty good sensitivity as far as taste. I don't know if that has anything to do with the shift in the weather. Seasons can kind of screw up, you know, how I smell and taste things because I do have some allergies that kick in around this time of year. It's annoying as all hell, but it's something I gotta live with. And it's possible that might be affecting it. I'll admit, from the beginning, the flavors are a little on the harsher side. Not the typical sweetness that I would expect from a Connecticut. But I'm only just getting started, and so I need to just be patient, smoke the cigar. Maybe I'll have a little palate cleanser with some water and see if that helps a little bit. Because I currently don't think it's a cigar. I think it's just how I'm tasting things right now. Or at least I hope. So this might be one of the more interesting reviews I've ever done. So, well-known, fairly big name brand cigar. Not off to a very kicking start, but I'm kind of hoping it's me and it's not the cigar. So we'll just have to wait and find out. So if you're willing to stick with me, sit tight, and we'll see what happens when this first third is all done. So catch you then. Good news. Hey guys, welcome back. Good news. I think it was just me. Yeah, for some reason my palate was just a little off. Drank a little water, kind of gave it a little reset, a little cleanse, and I'm able to taste this cigar a little bit better because I was worried and I felt kind of bad because I'm thinking I would really hate to have like not good things to say about this cigar just because Perdomo I really believe is a good brand. And like I said, I mentioned before, I smoked another Connecticut that I wasn't crazy about. It was a little bland, but to be fair, I don't think that it was stored properly prior to me getting it. And as a result, it kind of had some issues with construction. I feel like the flavor was thrown off maybe just a little bit. Could have been a number of things. So it may have had nothing to do with how the cigar was made or what was in it. It may just had everything to do with how it was stored. But this, as I've smoked it down, smoked the first third down, I've started to get a little bit more of kind of a subtle spice, like I've had in other cigars, kind of like a not a savory spice, definitely not peppery, but almost like the heat of like a cinnamon or a nutmeg. Tends to be pretty prevalent and common in a lot of cigars. I've even tasted like some kind of like oregano and stuff like that, and stuff that's a little bit more kind of, I don't know how you describe it, but it's just got a little bit more of a muted flavor. But this is kind of more on the toasty side, and I'm thinking about this Friday. Well, today as the video premieres, Mortal Kombat is coming out. I'm going to be seeing it, and so I can say this cigar is a little toasty. Anyway, sorry, I had to. You guys know me. I'm a dork, and you secretly love me for it. So. Anyway, but it's got a very toasty flavor, a little bit of like a toasted graham cracker, not too heavy on the sweetness, but little bit of breadiness right there with the retrohale opening it up. But kind of got some cedar flavor in there, just subtle, kind of woody, a little bit of nuttiness, but definitely getting a lot of cedar just in that little bit right there. And but yeah, it's kind of just more of a woodsy cigar, I guess you could say, when you want to boil it all down. It's a bit more of a woodsy cigar, very earthy flavors, but and no real sweetness that I'm getting, nothing that is overt. And if it's there, it's super subtle, and I'm not noticing it too much. But yeah, it is so far pretty tasty. Not the at this point in time, just with the first third, it's definitely not on the track to be one of the best Connecticuts I've ever had. But it's not bad. So far, it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. You know, it's a nice, relaxing smoke. Pretty mild, pretty chill. Nothing too bold, nothing too crazy, and I'm not going through a roller coaster of flavor. I do enjoy cigars like that, but this isn't one of them. So I'm going to smoke down the next third, see if there's any kind of transition whatsoever. I kind of hope there is. Like I said, the cigar so far isn't bad, but it's not blowing my mind. It's not, you know, rocking my world or anything like that. And we've all smoked cigars like that. So we'll see where this next third takes me. And you guys will catch me right after that. So sit tight. It'll only be a second. Yeah, we'll just wait a couple more seconds. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of What's in the Box. Now, I think the last time I called it just opening a box, but I feel like this sounds a little bit better. I'm thinking of the movie Seven when I think, what's in the box? But I'm pretty sure this won't be really that horrifying. I think it's going to be actually pretty amazing. So, today I was very much surprised by a box on my porch. My wife was walking out. She pointed out, what is that? She's ordered a couple things recently. I think she thought it was for her. And then I picked it up and saw that it had my name on it. And I said, oh, it's for me. And she was a little disappointed about that. So anyways, I was surprised. I hadn't ordered anything. I wasn't expecting anything except for a certain bottle of bourbon that hasn't arrived yet. And I'm still waiting. But that's besides the point. And as I did a little investigation just on the shipping label, I saw that it was from Drew Estates. Now, I have been fortunate enough to have ended up on a mailing list thanks to my good buddy Jack Hayer, who works for Drew Estate. And every now and then, though it's been a good long while, I've gotten a couple things from Drew Estate, a couple cool little pieces of swag, a couple cigars here and there and stuff like that. It's definitely been a long time since I've gotten a package from Drew Estate, so I'm excited to open this one up and excited to share it with you. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to open up the box and see what we got here. And try not to cut myself or damage whatever's in here while I'm doing it, okay? Okay, there we go. Bump the microphone. That's okay. Alright, opening it up. Ooh. Okay. So, I got like some kind of special VIP pass sort of thing. Freestyle Live, Thursday, May 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I guess there's going to be some sort of an event, chance to win some prizes. So I'm going to go ahead and wear this because I can. And it's a lanyard. So, and we got here, a cigar caddy. Wow. This is pretty awesome. With the event sticker on top right there. So I'm going to pop this open and see if there's anything in here. A box within a box. What's in the box? That's in the box. And, 3 cigars. Now, none of them have bands. I'm assuming they're all the same cigar. But I don't know what they are. And that rhymes. So, that is pretty awesome. So, I'm definitely something to be excited about. Let's see right here. Ooh, Drew Estate lighter. You got the hashtag DE4L, Drew Estate for life. Gotten a couple other pieces of swag with that on there. I'm gonna have to put some butane in this. But let's see, one more thing here. Ooh, we got a lovely little piece of Cigar merchandise here. Let's see if I can slide this open smooth. Oh my goodness. Look at this beauty. Got the nice little guillotine cutter here butterfly guillotine cutter. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. This is the first piece of Cigar merchandise I think I've ever actually owned. So definitely excited about that. Pretty awesome. Nice little butterfly cutter. Got a little piece of paper here, letter here, describing the event that's going to be happening on May 6th, just a few days before my birthday actually. So that's pretty exciting, and basically detailing what's leading up to the event. It's going to be a live event, chance to win prizes, all that kind of stuff, and I guess this is my my raffle ticket, something to that effect. So pretty awesome, pretty exciting stuff. Nice little surprise box showing up on my porch today. That is always wonderful. That is always fun, and I'm very grateful to the people at Drew Estate for sending me that. So thank you so much. I'm excited for the event, excited to see who gets to win any prizes. I might possibly win a prize. Who knows? I won some giveaways here and there, but yeah, this is definitely a prize in and of itself. So whether or not I win the giveaway, it doesn't really matter, because I got some pretty cool stuff here in this package, and I'm very happy and excited about that. So awesome little box that I got sent here. Really excited, and thank you again to the guys, Drew Estate, Jack Hare, and everyone else there. Thank you guys for sending me this cool little box. So anyways, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get back to the show and get on with the review. So let's go. Okay guys, wrapping up the second third. Took me a little bit to wrap this up. Just kind of taking my time just a little bit, relaxing and just enjoying. And one thing that I have to remind myself not to do during these reviews is try to just rush it or force things into it, force things where they shouldn't be, shoehorn things into the experience where like I'm not paying as much attention to the flavor or the different notes that I'm getting, and sometimes I'm kind of just passing the time and I'm not thinking about it. I'm just relaxing and enjoying. I have to kind of backtrack just a little bit so that way I remember what it was that I was appreciating and enjoying about the cigar. It's a very, very mild cigar, but it also has a little bit of kick to it. That spice is still kind of lingering. Very, very subtle. Well, it's not anything that would be like a major kick in the face. Like I've experienced some cigars that just had such crazy, like, just in the words of Emeril Lagasse, just bang. This cigar doesn't have a huge bang, but it does have a little bit something extra hidden in there. And I don't know if it's just the Cuban seed Nicaraguan filler and binder combined with the Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper and everything like that. But it's just nice and mellow, nice and smooth. No crazy transition, still kind of a nutty, earthy cigar with a little bit of that spice. I get like some tones of leather here and there. Nothing major, nothing like just that jumps out at you. But it's a nice, relaxing cigar. I think that's the best word I can give it, is relaxing. You want to relax when you're smoking a cigar. There are situations that I've been in where I'm like, I want to smoke a cigar, but I'm doing something. So maybe I'm looking in the yard or I'm working on a project, and I'm not focused as much on what I'm experiencing in the cigar. And it's just because I just want to smoke. If I'm being completely honest, I just want to smoke. So, but this cigar is just nice and mellow, nice and smooth. Nothing in particular stands out about it, but I do love the fact that it's just like, it's a chill cigar. It's something nice to smoke. Now, honestly, I think it would be great if I had like a drink. I don't really have much to pair with my cigars right now. I need to stock up on my whiskey and everything else. And it's a little too late for me to be drinking coffee. So I am just kind of enjoying this cigar the natural way, just having a little bit of water to kind of cleanse the palate a little bit here and there. And so I'm still picking up those very woody and nutty notes, a little bit of cedar, slight hints of spice throughout, and that's pretty much it at this point at the end of the second third. So nice and simple and straightforward, and I honestly really appreciate that about a cigar, when it's just nice and simple. I do like complexity, I do like transitions and things like that, but with this, especially with the Connecticut, I think nice, smooth, and simple is definitely the way to go. So I'm enjoying that that element of the cigar right now for sure. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about the second third. I'm going to take this as far down as I can, give you my final thoughts when I get down to the nub, and yeah, I'll let you guys know what I think at the end with my rating and everything after all that. So see you guys in a sec. Alright guys, wrapping up the Perdomo Lot 23 Connecticut. It's starting to get a little hot, which is why I decided to wrap it up where I'm at right now. Gotten it down pretty far, not down to the nub. I don't necessarily think I'll get it down that far, unfortunately, just because of how hot it is just on the cap on my lips. It's just burning a little bit, starting to burn up any flavor that's left a little bit. Very earthy, getting some leather. Still some of that toastiness in there, but some of that flavor starting to taper off. It's starting to kind of just dial it way back to just those really earthy, kind of nutty notes. And yeah, definitely winding down. Perdomo makes some great cigars. I really have enjoyed the ones that I've smoked. Well, 2 out of 3 of them, I should say. And this is, I think, the number 4, the 4th cigar I've tried from them. And I've got to say, it's not bad, not mind-blowing. It's not the best Connecticut I've tried. Connecticuts, I've always found are hit and miss. There's only like 3 or 4 that I really, really enjoy, and they never fail me. This one, I'm not going to say that it failed me, but it definitely didn't give me the experience I was hoping for. But it's still not a bad cigar by any stretch of the imagination. Just not great, not fantastic, not anything that I think I would ever really go back to. I might, if I ever had the opportunity to try it again, but at this point I think it's like, I'd be okay if this was one and done, just because it wasn't really anything super special to me. I know that sounds kind of harsh, maybe even a little mean, but you know, I gotta be honest in my reviews. The construction was really good. The draw was really nice. The burn was good. I didn't really have to touch it up much. It only went out once because I let it sit. But I still enjoyed it. I did enjoy this cigar. I enjoyed the experience I had. Nice and relaxing, smooth, mellow. Not much transition, no peaks and valleys in terms of the flavor. But yeah, it didn't wow me. It was just okay. It was a decent, good cigar. Nice one to smoke while relaxing. I wish I could have paired it with something. I think that might have made the experience a little bit better. But not a bad cigar. Pretty decent, I would say. Decent is the word that I would use to describe it. But as far as my rating goes, I think this cigar is a good 88. In terms of all the things I just described, flavor, construction, etc., I think the flavor was what took it down a couple. Because the construction was good, burn was good, all that stuff. But the flavor was just kind of, you know, sort of, it only had a couple of, you know, really good notes to it in the middle. And after that, kind of just tapered off. But not a bad cigar overall. Maybe one day I'll revisit it, and maybe I'll have a different experience. But yeah, it was just all right. Not a bad cigar overall. But that's pretty much it for this one right here. I hope you enjoyed this review. Yeah, definitely want to try some more from Perdomo, because I know there's some other really good ones out there that I've heard people rave about. I got a couple of buddies who are just huge Perdomo fans, and I know one in particular who I don't know how much he likes this one or which ones he's tried. Maybe he'd say, oh, try the Maduro, try the Habano. He'll probably like those better, but he's swears by Perdomo, and he might not like what I had to say about this one. But you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments. What Perdomos have you tried? Have you tried this one? Did you have a better experience than me? Everybody's different. Everyone's palate's different. So maybe this one blew your mind. It didn't blow mine, unfortunately. It didn't blow my mind. So, but anyways, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's it for this one. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and also follow Dad Smoking Cigars on dads_smoking_cigars on Instagram, and be sure to check us out on Facebook. Until then, guys, stay smoky, and I'll see you in the next one.